what are the different sections we need to consider here? I have section 1 as intent, then section 2 motivation, then section 3 is applicability, section 4 is structure, section 5 participants, section 6 collaborations, section 7 consequences, section 8 implementation, section 9 sample code, section 10 known uses, section 11 related patterns. Fine. Same, similar to your previous. Okay. So in intent, what is the problem is going to be solved? Let us see what actually the composite pattern does. So you have to compose objects into tree structure forms. So why when we go for composite pattern, whenever we want to represent in tree structure form, that time we go for composite pattern. So to represent part whole hierarchies. So here different hierarchical levels we will come across. So composite pattern lets client treat individual objects and compositions of object uniformly. So here in composite pattern, it will treat the client as an individual object and then it will compose objects uniformly. Fine. So coming to motivation. So here we are going to write a implementation part for graphics application. Same example is taken like drawing editor, schematic capture systems. Like let users build complex diagrams out of simple components. So the user can group components to form larger components, which in turn can be grouped to form still larger components. So simple implementation could define classes for graphical primitives. Primitive means already the earliest. Means you can reuse the existing patterns, fine, such as text and lines plus. So these are already available that you are going to reuse it. So other classes, that means here you are going to use a concept of recursion here. So plus other classes that acts as a containers for these primitives. So that we will understand with the examples. So but there is a drawback again here. So the first drawback here is code that uses these classes must treat primitive and container objects differently. So you cannot directly use it. You need to check what type of classes. So having to distinguish these objects makes the application more complex. So reusing is not easy. It is a little complex. The composite pattern describes how to use recursive composition so that clients don't have to make this distinction. So it should describe how that recursion takes place. So there is a diagram, class diagram for this. I have a graphic as a main class name and a picture. See here, you can see the instance. See, I've taken picture as a concrete class. I have an implementation for picture. So in picture concrete class is going to create an instance for a graphic. So this is the operation assigned here. What is that? Graphics. So what are the implementation to be done here? The operation names here, draw, add, remove, get child. Same thing is mentioned here, and the implementation part is given here. And actually this is a parent class and I have inherited this parent class into a required number of child classes. I have taken line as one of the child class and rectangle as one of the child class, text as one of the child class, and picture as one of the children class. Fine. So all these are going to what? The individually are going to write a code for each of this. The same thing is shown as a hierarchical form, tree structure form. Fine. A picture is inherited as a picture, a line, a rectangle. Again, a picture is inherited as a text, a line, a rectangle. Fine. Applicability, we can use composite pattern when you want to represent part whole hierarchies of objects. Fine. So you want a client to be able to ignore the difference between composition of objects and individual objects. So here structure of the composite pattern is shown here. I have a client as a class name, main class name. So we have a component. Client will define another class name, additional class name component. This is a parent class what I have taken, and children class leaf and composite as a children class, and the operation to be performed, the abstract class. So what is the operation to be performed here? Operation add, remove, get child. Fine. Composite pattern, I have the implementation part. What are those? The implementation is done for each of these operations. So it is going to create an instance as children. So this acts as aggregator and component acts as aggregating. Fine. So participants, explanation is given for each of these participants. Client, component, leaf, composite, all that. So the participants are component, leaf, composite and client. So what actually the component does? It declares the interface for objects in the composition. So whatever you provide the interface now, that is defined by the component. Declares an interface for accessing and managing its child components. How to access the data? That interface is given, defined by the component, not the implementation part, just a definition. Fine. and how to manage the child component. The definition is given by the component. So what actually the leaf does, it represents leaf objects in the composition. Fine. The child objects, the implementation part includes child objects, right? That is represented by leaf. A leaf has no children defines behavior for imperative objects in the composition. That means it is not further classified. They are not going to further inherit it. Fine. So instead, what is that you are going to do? You are going to define the behavior for primitive objects, which you have already defined now. For that, you are going to define a behavior in its composition. So what actually the composite pattern does? Composite defines behavior for components having children. This one, composite. So it will define, what is that it will define? It will define the behavior for its children. Stores child components. It will store all the child components, and implementation is done for child related operations. So what actually the client does now? The main class here, client. So client manipulates objects in the composition through the component interface. So he can manipulate. He can change it. So collaboration. Clients use the component in class interface to interact with objects in the composite structure. So here clients will, how is that collaboration? The interaction take place. Client will make use of these interfaces. This component interface is utilized by the client to interact with the objects in the composite structure. To interact with these child components. See, the client is going to use this component structure by interacting with these children classes.